So Season 2 of Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone is fast approaching. Honestly, we might even see it revealed to us by this time next week. So today I want to take a first look at Season 2 and what we know of so far for this season upcoming. Previously, we've talked about some leaks where we've talked about the larger sort of picture for Modern Warfare 3 and content coming beyond even Season 2. But today I want to talk about Season 2 solely. So drop your thoughts, drop a like, consider subscribing, and maybe check out the Twitch channel link down below if you guys want to join us while we go live and play games and chat. I'd love to have you out there. But for now, let's jump into Season 2. First, as a disclaimer, all the items in this video that are discussed are leaked, so while there are some assets that do exist, I won't be featuring them in video for all precautionary and safety reasons. Don't want a DMCA or copyright strike, but if you're interested, the information is all sourced from various leakers, Forward Leaks, Semtex Leaks, COD Warfare Forum, Vondia's Pog, and a few others. All their links are down there in the description below, where you can scroll through for yourself to see if the items are still up as of the time of publication. But first, let's start out with multiplayer content. The theme, as we've talked about recently, is going to be Task Force 141 themed, or apparently that's what leaks indicate. And with that, we'll end up seeing Battle Pass skins for our usual Task Force 141 characters, Ghost, Farah, Soap, and Price, but we'll also end up seeing some Coney Milsim operator skins apparently, which will be definitely pretty cool, especially with the sort of discourse right now going on between realistic and non-realistic skins in the shop and in the Battle Pass. So it'll give a little bit of everything to everybody, it seems like, with recent additions in the shop, but also more Milsim stuff coming up for Coney Group. But beyond that, we'll also see the operators of Laswell, Cal, Judo, and Bike also apparently coming alongside all of that. Some obviously going to be in the Battle Pass, Laswell seemingly being that key operator part of the Battle Pass, the rest probably coming in some sort of bundle as we see with every extracurricular operator throughout the seasons. So that's kind of standard stuff here at this. For weaponry, according to leaker Vondia's Pog, we're going to end up seeing 5 weapons throughout the entirety of the Season 2 here. The Anvil B, which is the F2000, that being an AR, the HRM 762, which is apparently the real-world comparison of the Beretta ARX 200, a battle rifle, the PM9 SMG, the MTAR, or rather the Tavor X95. He stated it's listed as categorized as an SMG, but having seen that obviously as a rifle in the past, I'm not sure if that's just a misdesignation. Then we also have seen the sword leaked as a melee weapon here coming in Season 2. We also know a bit about some more aftermarket parts coming, though not a whole ton have been designated in terms of plausible releases for Season 2. One of the ones that's been around from the very beginning and may actually be coming within Season 2, though, is an underbarrel chainsaw, as strange as that sounds. That may or may not be coming, but just wanted to throw that in there because we do know, of course, with seemingly the weekly challenges and how much they were prioritized, that we're going to end up getting a ton of aftermarket parts coming throughout Season 2, whether we know it or not. Now, as for maps, again, coming down to things that we don't know a whole ton about exactly, like there's not a whole ton of maps that have leaked up to date, but it was previously stated, even before the launch of the game here, the player should expect the flow of free post-launch content, including core 6v6 maps and additional multiplayer content, which, as previously stated, they'll have 12 all-new core 6v6 maps in our seasons, with 3 all-new 6v6 maps hitting in Season 1, that being Greece, Rio, and Meat, and 3 all-new 6v6 maps hitting in Season 2, along with additional maps and modes throughout future seasons. That was stated all the way back in September. So far, they've already delivered on that, and we know that at least for the first 2 seasons here, we'll have 3 brand new maps per season. Again, we saw that we had Greece, Meat, and Rio as those 3 Season 1 maps that are original in Season 1. Season 2 seemingly introducing 3 all new ones on top of that. Now, DOS House from Vanguard was previously leaked, and we don't exactly know where that falls, especially with playlists recently being pulled that seem to indicate that it may come in Season 2, but right now that's lesser known. Season 2, though, will have 3 original maps, though, and seeing how Meat, Rio, and Greece played out, I am looking forward to seeing what's next here, what Sledge has on deck for Season 2 content, because I enjoyed those maps a lot more than recent original maps that we've seen in the last few years. So it's a nice starting point, I think. Also, it's very possible we do have a war map upcoming as well. We saw 3 additional leaked war operations, Operation Avalanche, Operation Exodus, and Operation Kuska, where if those are indeed the only war maps we get for the entirety of the year, we have one from launch, then presumably one at Season 2, one at Season 4, and one at Season 6, where you have it spread out like that. So possible we do see maybe Operation Avalanche first upcoming. but we'll see. Additionally, in just like the core gameplay realm of things, you'll have more multiplayer levels, another 200 levels, or rather 5 prestiges here that you can end up conquering. And also, it seems like we'll have more crossovers as well, where we'll have The Walking Dead and Warhammer 40k at some point. The Walking Dead, it seems specifically like it would release in the first half of Season 1 because those crossover assets were seen for a while, but also because The Ones Who Live debuts during Season 2's window, that first half of Season 2. So it would make sense to see that crossover event happening as well with some limited time rewards there. And Warhammer 40k, that's still in the files, possibly as a part of the upcoming season, though again, that one's not marketed in terms of a huge connection to Season 2 just yet, so it could be a little beyond. Now, jumping over to some zombies content, we're also going to see new Act 4 missions, where it was stated we'll see expansions to Act 4 instead of an Act 5 or something like that being added in just yet. We also know there are going to be more schematics upcoming here for this, where the Bloodburner bike and the VR11 have also in the past been mentioned as schematics upcoming, so likely coming in Season 2. There's going to be a new Warlord leaked of either Carries or Rainmaker. Those were the two that were previously known. Exfil streaks are possible for Season 2, though it's still possible that could be a ways off. I don't think that I've seen any leaks or designations pointing explicitly to those being tied to assets with Season 2, but it's just like one of those things where it's assumed it could be coming as early as Season 2, but nothing confirmed just yet. Like, there's no strings that attach to it saying, like, Season 2 underscore exfil underscore streak, whatever. Now, what's not mentioned, but I really do hope is coming in Season 2, or Season 2 Reloaded, is some sort of expansion to the inventory and stash system. I'd love to be able to hold more stash items so I'm not burning anything whenever I come out with a decent yield after a single match. I'd love to see another 10 or 20 slots on top of what we have already. I think that'd be really helpful. Next, for the Warzone side of things, surprisingly, there's not a whole ton that is actually leaked for Warzone. But one thing I've been pondering here quite a bit is, well, what about Warzone Ranked? Do we think that it will be coming within Season 2 at some times? Because it seems like everything is kind of moving at a faster pace this year compared to prior. Maybe that's just because, well, it's built on the same architecture as Modern Warfare 2, so maybe it's easier to re-add these things here to the game with a new cycle of content. But with MP Ranked being introduced here a month earlier than the normal February launches we've seen in recent years, who's to say the entire timetable doesn't move ahead on ranked play for Warzone? I mean, it was introduced first in Season 3 Reloaded of last year, so if we shift that timetable comparatively, where in prior years, multiplayer ranked has been something that launches in Season 2 of the games, well, if it launched in Season 1, well, who's to say we don't see a shift of an entire season for Warzone ranked as well? Maybe it's Season 2's launch or Season 2's Reloaded mark. Maybe, but we'll see. And as we mentioned in a recent leaked discussion video, there were also something called Warzone quests that were recently data mined, but nothing really that gives context to what those could be. So those might be coming, but again, not a whole ton in regards to the Warzone side of things here. I'd assume that we also end up seeing some slight adjustments maybe to Urzikstan. Maybe we do end up seeing Season 2 or Season 2 Reloaded, Fortune's Keep, or Rebirth Island, one of those ones coming back. Though honestly, if we do have the possibility of ranked play coming, I'm not expecting them to do both in one season. I'd expect those to be their sort of key marquee items for each season. So if we see ranked first, I'd expect like Fortune's Keep or Rebirth in Season 3, and then vice versa. But anyways, that's our first look in what we've seen leaked specifically for Season 2 thus far. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys looking forward to anything in particular? Before we wrap everything up, make sure to check out my friends over at Gamer Advantage, for I firmly believe are the best blue light glasses on the market. I've worked with these guys for nearly 3 years now and cannot recommend them enough. They're the most lightweight, comfortable, and durable frames out there, and I definitely think they've helped my daily productivity. Now, full transparency, yes, they are a bit more of an investment, but I do think that your vision's absolutely worth investing into, especially if you're like me and you look at a monitor, phone, or you're gaming for a good chunk of the day. If you guys would like to learn more, at the very least, I'd recommend checking out their website where they can better break down the science, all the details and specifics, way better than I ever could, but what I can personally say from 3 years of using them, I'd highly recommend them. So if you guys want to learn more, check the link in the description below, and if you'd like to pick something up for yourself, use code Espresso to get 10% off your entire order. But that said, that's going to wrap it up. Drop your thoughts down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor and drop a like, and subscribe for more Modern Warfare 3, Warzone, and other FPS content. I'd love to have in the community. But for now, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care, and peace.